Based on the hit true crime podcast, the new series Dr. Death explores the twisted mind and misdoings of Dr. Christopher Duntsch, with AnnaSophia Robb starring as the prosecutor who helped take him down. Take a look.
All due respect, Dr. Kirby, you don't understand the law.
You don't understand who we're after.
Duntsch is never gonna stop on his own.
You heard these people. You saw what he did to them.
I swear I will make sure this never happens to anyone else.
If you take my license in Texas, there's an entire world out there.
He's either the most incompetent surgeon I've ever crossed paths with, or he's a sociopath.
And AnnaSophia is here with me now. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Let me tell you, thank you for being here. I was telling you before we started, I am obsessed with it.
It gets even crazier as you go on. Sad. I mean, it's a tragic story, but it's also just fascinating. It's like something you just can't look away from. So for those who don't know, Dr. Death, it's true crime, is a crime that happened in 2015. This surgeon in Dallas, he was basically celebrated neurosurgeon, but he was actually a really terrible doctor and would perform these surgeries and would either paralyze or maim or deeply injure his patients. And I played the prosecutor who went after him.
So now this series was based on the very popular podcast with like 50 million listeners. It's crazy how many people found this podcast.
I wasn't familiar with the podcast or the story until the audition came through. You know, the email came up. And I did a little Googling and listened to the podcast, and I was just shocked. I mean, I had a guttural reaction. I got the part, and I was able, I mean, our showrunner, Patrick McManus, is just brilliant. He's done so much research and was in touch with Dr. Henderson and Dr. Kirby and Michelle Sugar, all the real people involved. He had a relationship with. And so we had access to be able to talk to them and kind of pick their brains about how it all happened.
And you play Attorney Sugar. What was it like to be able to have access to her? Did you really was that helpful to you? I can't imagine it was not.
Yes, we actually, before the pandemic, I was supposed to go down and visit her. She's still an assistant district attorney. Like, she's still fighting the fight in Dallas. And I was going to go meet with her, but then COVID. So we FaceTimed and we just talked, and she was a total open book.
I loved Alec Baldwin and Christian Slater. Their chemistry on camera was just crazy.
They're so much fun. I mean, Christian and Alec, I have the majority of my scenes with them, and they just riff off one another. And Alec is, I think, the world's best storyteller. I mean, he can just do impersonate. So when we weren't rolling, it was just story after story.
Well, I want to switch gears and want to talk about another project you're working on. You're working alongside Harvey Keitel in the movie Lansky. Now, this is also a true crime inspired story. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, Lansky is about Meyer Lansky. He's one of the most infamous gangsters that I actually didn't know about until I started doing the research. And I didn't realize how instrumental he was in creating crime syndicates across America. So the film is about Harvey Keitel, and Sam Worthington is a journalist. And Sam Worthington wants to tell Meyer Lansky's story. And so it flashes back and forth in time between old Meyer Lansky and young Meyer Lansky during his heyday, played by John Magaro, and I play his wife. So it's sort of this true crime period drama about a less known massive figure in American history.
Okay. Well, I want to let everybody know that Dr. Death is available on Peacock right now. So be sure to check it out. AnnaSophia, thank you so much.
Thank you.